Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing, folks? I got a really good one for you today. For 4 years, we were putting up with the Biden-Harris administration. For 4 years, we've been putting up with their open border policies, billions of dollars to Ukraine, taking in all these illegal immigrants from everywhere and anywhere and giving them free housing, free cell phones, cash benefits, food stamps, whatever they want, while the American people suffer. Do you guys remember Trump's inauguration speech in 2017? Where he said, we are now taking the power back from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to we the people. This day will be remembered as the day we took the power and the riches from a very few in D.C. and gave it back to the American people. Well, now we are seeing it in real life with Trump's appointments, with Trump's nominations and who he's putting in every place. It's like the first time he came in, he was feeling everything out. This time he's coming in, he's got a plan. He knows he can't run again in 4 years, and he wants to execute from day one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you are in, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment. What state did you vote for Trump from and help him win the Electoral College and the popular vote? And share this with a friend or two. We're going to expose the United Nations, the peacekeepers, who are now very sad because Trump won, and that means no more new wars. And we're going to go and compare Biden administration to Trump administration, incoming administration, and we are going to see the reactions of the Democrats, how they're shaking in their boots, how they are terrified. Think about this. We are going from a traitor, Bill Barr, to a hero, Matt Gaetz. Traitor Bill Barr, who covered up the Epstein files, who covered up the death of Epstein, who said, I'm going to investigate 2020, and did absolutely nothing to Matt Gaetz, who never gave up on 2020, who never gave up on getting to the truth. And Matt Gaetz, 2 days ago on the Benny Johnson show, actually said, if I'm going to be Attorney General, I'm going to grab Big Bill Barr by his neck, throw him into a deposition room for 30 hours and question him. That is amazing. Before I continue, I got to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I am a big believer in gold and silver. This is constitutional money. Now, I'm not just a believer. I practice it. These are silver eagles. Here's some more silver eagles. Whoa. Here's some more. Why? Why am I such a big believer in gold and silver? Because I don't like the Fed. I don't like big banks. I don't like the Federal Reserve. And if you want to take down the Federal Reserve and really stick it to them, you convert your cash, your extra cash, your IRAs, 401ks, whatever, into physical gold and silver, because then they have no power over your money. When your money is converted to gold and silver, number one, it is the ultimate anti-inflation and bank collapse currency. Number two, it is constitutional currency. Number three, it is biblical currency. And number four, you give a big punch to the face to the Fed because you take your money out of their globalist market. Matthew, the owner, is a good friend of mine. His phone number is right there, 480-717-9081. Call him, mention me. He'll take care of you. You will be actually speaking to the owner himself, who's a really good friend of mine. He's a patriot, supports Trump, donated to Trump. Again, it's all down below in the description. Contact him, mention me, get free silver and qualifying orders. Let's get into it. First thing I want to show you is this. I watched the video, so I'm not going to make you watch the entire video. The video with me. I'm just going to point out what is happening. Breaking. The UN manager claims war is the only way to make serious cash. Says, quote unquote, lazy staff were rooting for Nikki Haley for United States president over Trump. Project Veritas released undercover video of a UN manager admitting war is the only way to make serious cash and that lazy staff were rooting for warmonger Nikki Haley for president over Trump. Per Project Veritas, a United Nations manager of peacekeeping has just said the quiet part out loud. War is good for UN employees. Gagan Vassar, UN Program Management Officer for Innovation and Peacekeeping, told a Project Veritas journalist that UN employees only rake in serious cash when wars are raging around the globe. To make things more interesting, he revealed that their preferred presidential candidate was none other than Republican war hawk Nikki Haley. They didn't even want Kamala. They didn't want Joe. They were all rooting. The entire United Nations Council was rooting for Nikki Haley, a lifelong Republican. This is Trump's. I want to point this out. I love Trump. I'm a huge supporter of Trump. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trump's mistake of his first administration. He didn't know the swamp. He didn't know who the snakes were. He didn't know who the lizard people were. So he just went in and did what lobbyists told. He didn't even know who the lobbyists were. And he even admitted that in an interview with RFK and Tucker Carlson. He said, I did not know how to govern the first time around. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know how things run. I thought, well, once the race is over, we all work together for a better America. He's like, boy, was I wrong. But this time, traitor Mike Pompeo isn't going to be anywhere near Trump's administration. Warmonger Nikki Haley isn't going to be anywhere near Trump's second administration. This is great news. And now from here, we're going to jump to my Twitter. I want to play this clip of CNN here. Scott Jennings. He exposes the liberal lies, the lies of the media. Just watch this with me. They actually played this on CNN the morning after Trump went to visit Biden in Washington, D.C.
Shocked. I mean, did you ever think you'd see literal Hitler in the Oval Office
with
the
Scott.
President of the United States? I mean, you know what I see in all
Scott,
this?
that's not, I mean, Biden
Democrat.
He says, did you ever think that you would see literal Hitler at the White House with the President of the United States? Meaning Donald Trump. Now, he meant that sarcastically because leading up to the election, they said, Trump is literal Hitler. He's a Nazi. Now they're all shaking his hand. We're going to give you a smooth transition. The point of that is they lied. They knew they were lying. And it was nothing more than campaign slogans to repeat. Because if Trump was really the Hitler they believe that they say they believe he is, would Biden invite him, shake his hand? Would Kamala just be like, okay, well, we'll try again in 4 years? Wait. I thought if Trump wins, there isn't going to be another 4 years. I thought he's never going to leave office. I thought he's going to become a dictator on day one and never leave, and there will never be another election in the history of the United States. That's it. This is the final election. And if we don't win this election, no more elections. Then the moment Trump wins, oh, we'll try again in 4 years. What? You told us Trump is literal Hitler. You told us Trump is a Nazi, he's a fascist, and a dictator. And you told us that if Trump wins, we will never have another election in this country again. You told us that, CNN. You told us that, PBS, CNBC, MSNBC. You told us that, you far-left liberal extremists. But then Trump wins. Oh, we'll try again in the midterms, and then we'll try again in 4 years. Good game. So you divide the people. There are people who are posting videos to X, to TikTok, to YouTube, women and men who are literally crying and they literally fear that Trump is going to send the military to kill them because they are gay or because they are, trans or whatever. You put that fear into people and then, we'll try again in 4 years. Never, if it's a Republican, don't believe him 90% of the time. If it's a Democrat, never believe him. Let's watch this again.
Shocked. I mean, did you ever think you'd see literal Hitler in the Oval Office with the President of the United States? I mean, you know what I see in all
Scott,
this?
that's not, I mean, Biden
Democrats
didn't say that literally.
It was the underpinning of the Democratic campaign that Donald Trump is a fascist. And what I see in this, I'm glad it's happening, but what it tells me and what it ought to tell Democrats is they didn't mean any of it. It was all campaign rhetoric. And I think, to me, if you really meant any of it, this wouldn't be happening. So I'm glad it's happening, but to me, it totally blows up the way they ran this campaign at the end of the campaign.
But I don't think that's fair.
Shock. I mean, did you ever think you'd see literal Hitler in the Oval Office?
Thank you for pointing that out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Biden's Secretary of Health. We upgraded from a Honda Civic to a Ferrari.
I'm Admiral Rachel Levine, the Assistant Secretary for Health. I stand with the LGBTQI+ community as a proud, openly transgender woman.
That's my new health minister right there, baby. That's right. We got an upgrade.
I'm Admiral Rachel Levine, the Assistant Secretary for Health. I stand with the LGBTQI+ community as a proud, openly transgender woman.
What do you know about health? What confusion? We're gonna go back to Twitter, but I just said, what do you know about health, man? You have confusion in the head. Like, hello. 20 years ago, 10 years ago, you'd be in a psych ward. Now you're in charge of health. Thank God for Trump, for RFK, Tulsi Gabbard. The number one thing that brings me joy is Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. I don't think many people understand what Matt Gaetz is going to do. I want to show you this. Senator Tom Tuberville just snapped, and any Republican senators having doubts over Matt Gaetz, because there are some who are like, oh, Matt Gaetz. This is a good one. Let's watch it.
The implication is that Gaetz would get the most pushback as Attorney General.
Well, first of all, you got to remember, about 90% of the people up here are what? They're lawyers, okay? They got one football coach. We got a few business people up here, but most of them are lawyers. And they know better than everybody else what a good lawyer is, right? So when I first got here, we had AG that come across our desk, okay, Merrick Garland. Is he any good? Oh, man, he's got a lot of experience. We had 20 Republicans that voted to confirm him, along with the 50-something Democrats, okay? We had 20. The worst AG in the history of this country, went against the Constitution. He went after parents that were trying to say, hey, listen, we control our kids. You know, don't be teaching them stuff at schools. He went after them. He tried to arrest Donald Trump. He tried to put him in jail. And we had 20 people voted for him, and they don't like Matt Gaetz, who's smart as anybody up here. He's been on the Judiciary Committee for 7 years. He is perfect for this job. He's a millennial that will work as hard as President Trump, and that's hard to do because President Trump works about 20 hours a day. And Matt Gaetz should be confirmed. Now, we'll have some of these know-it-alls up here on the Republican side that say, he's had problems in the past. Prove it. If you can prove it, fine. I won't vote for him. But I'm tired of hearing these people complain about, oh, he's got ethics rules over in the House. 4 years they've looked into it, Will, and they ain't proved a dang thing. And so let's go on with this and give President Trump the players that he needs to run this team.
Amen. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on Twitter X, I would like to invite you to go follow my account. It's at ANN_news92 Vlad tweets. That is me right there. Go follow me. Now, let's wrap it up with this. What did we learn today, ladies and gentlemen? Class was in session. What did we learn? Follow along. The Democrats will tell you whatever they want you to believe, even if it's a lie. They will lie to you always. They will lie to you often. And they will never not lie to you. That's right. That's right. Say it with me. The Democrats lie often. They lie always. And they lie all the time. Republicans lie often. They lie always. And they lie all the time. This is why a lot of Republicans backstabbed Trump. This is why a lot of Democrats, all Democrats, backstabbed Trump. This is why when you look at Trump's team today, it's not the Republican Party. It's the America First MAGA Party. It's a brand new party. Now, when are we going to officially change the name? I'm not sure yet, but soon. Now, they lied. There are people who are threatening to themselves because of the rhetoric that we heard from the left leading up to this presidential election. They told, now that the election's over, have you heard a single Democrat or a single talking head for the Democrat Party say, oh, that was the last election, that's it, well, never gonna have another election? No. They were saying it right up until the election. Joy Reid, The View, all of them said, Don Lemon said, we will never have another election if Trump wins. Now that Trump won, none of them are saying that. None of them are saying that. Why? Because it was a lie. Because it was made up. Because they had nothing else to run on except a fake black woman. That's it. And then when Obama comes out and says, you N-words, get in line and vote. This is why Trump, right now, the Republican Party is the most colorful party ever. More Hispanics, more blacks, more Asians, more whites, more natives are conservative Republicans than it has been in the last 60 years. All thanks to Donald Trump. We are the populist movement. And I have a message to any senator or congressman. Ladies and gentlemen, hear me out on this. This is very important. I have a message to any Republican congressman or senator. Get in line. We're not playing games like we were, Trump's first round. You stopped him every step of the way. You blocked him. You took him to court. You either vote in and confirm his picks, because we voted for Trump. We gave Trump the majority in the House and the Senate so that Trump's agenda could be fulfilled. You either confirm Matt Gaetz and every other pick that Trump gives you, or I, Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, and many others like me will go to your state. We will go to your district. We will go to your county. We will find someone that will get in line with the MAGA agenda, and we will finance that person. We will run that person against you. We will give that person a platform, and we will primary your behind out. Get in line or get primaried out quick. I don't want to hear a single Republican say, I'm not going to vote for Trump's nominee. We put you in that position to nominate, to vote for Trump's nominees and put them in the position that Trump wants them in. This is why we gave Trump the Electoral College, the popular vote. We even gave him Nevada. He never won Nevada before 2024. I mean, we worked. We gave him the majority in the House. We took back the Senate for Trump. Not for you. You're only there to play your part. That's it. Get in line with the MAGA agenda or get primaried. I will personally spend 6-7 months in a state, in a city, in a district, finding a candidate, financing that candidate. I have a big audience, and I'm pretty sure many of my viewers right now are saying, hey, Vlad, if you hear of someone not wanting to get in line, let us know. Find someone, we'll finance them. We'll help raise the money. We'll throw in $10, $20, $30. We'll get them on Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk. We will primary your behind so quick. We can even call for special elections if I can get enough signatures in your state. And if you are in a state that voted for Trump and gave you a Republican seat in the Senate or the House, and you're not getting in line, it won't be a problem raising those. I just hope all senators and congressmen see that. See this little clip. You want to get primaried? Mess around, find out. You want to leave a legacy of you played a big part in some of in the 4 greatest years of American history? Get in line. We're not playing games anymore. We're done with the shenanigans. We're not going to put up with it. With rhinos, with backstabbers, with Bill Bars. If it wasn't for the Democrats, most of Biden's nominated people that have been going after the American people last 4 years and Trump would not have been in those positions of power if it wasn't for the Republicans. You allowed it to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I want to give another big shout out to Verity Metals, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to give the middle finger to the Fed, to big banks, to the Satanist globalist regime, take money out. Not everything. We still got to pay bills. Let's be realistic. But gold and silver is constitutional money. And whenever you need cash, you can go back into them and they'll cash it out for you. So Matthew, my good friend at Verity Metals, will personally pick up the phone call and be with you through the entire process. Ladies and gentlemen, all the numbers and website down below in the description. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Trump won.